What is up, crypto? We're in a new week and we are still bullish. So I know a lot of people are starting to say like, oh my God, all this bearish stuff. On the daily chart, we have to look at that to tell us what the market is going to do next. I see some consolidation happening, because we're pumping one day and we're kind of consolidating, and then we're pumping and then we're dumping a little bit. So we're kind of like staying in a range, which is not a bad thing. Markets need to do that when they rise up kind of out of the ashes. So this is a good thing. It's very healthy for the market to do. And so today we're going to just basically look at where is the market at, really quick update for, our start of the week, and see where we're going throughout the rest of the week. So let's get started. Let's see where we're at. And don't forget, guys, you can like and subscribe and share and retweet all of these videos so that you can help other people have that commonality of I'm not over bullish or over bearish. I'm trying to help you guys see the market for what it actually is, not because I want it to pump, because I always want it to pump. All right, guys, let's get started. Fat kiddo. All right, so let's just start with BTC, as obviously that's our leading factor here for the rest of the market. Bitcoin kind of consolidated, it did a nice pump, came back down, retested the level, and started going back up. We're kind of just in a nice little range right now, which is okay. We will need to probably break that range at some point soon, and that's kind of this range right around here. So we're kind of sticking in that range. Next thing we would do would break out and go towards 40,000. So that's what I'm kind of looking for right now on BTC. On Ethereum, it's coming down, testing the Tenkin, testing the 21 EMA, kind of holding that level. And, it's got a nice flag, but it's not really a perfect one because it's gone quite low. But the reality is if you're patient right now, you'll probably be in a much better situation than if you're not patient right now, because I've had people messaging me like kind of freaked out, like, what do I do? Oh my God. And like, are you leveraged? They're like, no. And I said, well, open your time horizon to have a little bit more time between what you think is going to happen and where we're actually going to go. So keep your eyes on ETH, keep your eyes on Bitcoin, those kind of lead the market in general. And we are going to find these alts kind of cycling through pumps, as we've seen with Rune and then Sol. And then, you saw like HBAR going a little bit recently. And so I'm looking for what's the cycle going to go into next, because that's where the money is going to be at. PYR has had a really nice pump. It's kind of consolidating, very looks similar to Bitcoin, holding that. So we have like 4 levels right here, the Tenkin, the 21, the level, the Kijin. So we have a lot of support here on PYR. So I think that's going to do well. And also remember, STX generally goes with Bitcoin. We're watching this bad boy. If it breaks below the Tenkin, which it has not done yet, then I will be out of STX. But I still think that it's going to have some movement. And even if you're long-term, swinging it, I think you'll be absolutely fine. You look at the majors, our majors are actually looking not too bad. Our Algo, our ADA, Atom, a lot of this stuff is just kind of consolidating, coming back down, people taking profit. That's totally normal, by the way. You kind of have to expect that. People are going to do this because then they have more liquidity to add more in as it comes back down. And that's generally how smart traders trade. Looking into things like DOT, it finally came out of that zone that I had here for a long time that people told me was impossible to ever come back to. And that is why I trade and I don't use my own bias, because I can't say anything is impossible. We've been in crypto a long time and seen pretty much all the impossible. EGLD looks okay. Phantom, all these are above the cloud. Our Tenkins are, our Tenkins are above our Kijins. We have bullish Chiku spans right here. So everything looks okay, right? Like, we're not trying to look to like full on exit the market when it's just fully turned macro bullish. We're trying to look for our opportunities to get in the market, and HTR would be one of those right now that I would see has a good opportunity to make a nice quick 6.6R trade. CAS has had a really, really nice run up. Probably is going to have some type of retracement, probably back down to 10 cents or something like that. KDA as well. So as we can see, our majors have done okay. They came up, had a huge run up, and now they're kind of consolidating a little bit before we can have our next push. NIR has been probably the biggest winner of recent. One of my favorite projects this cycle. I've been loading up on that. And then I've also been loading up on QNT for a long-term trade. It just hasn't really had its really big push yet. It had it a long time ago, earlier in last year, but I think that we're gonna see QNT come back again as well. So I'm watching that. Strax as well has been having really good movements. Solana, some people have been saying it's going back to 30. I don't see that. I see some levels here likely coming back to the Kijin potentially, but we have to watch watch that and wait and see where we're going with it. Remember, we're just starting. We could definitely have a retracement. That's totally normal, and it's not something that should scare you if you have a long-term mindset. At least a year from now, where we're going to be at from now in a year, you guys are going to be laughing if you are positioned properly in this market. The gaming ecosystems, Gala's kind of moved. IMX has had a really, really strong move. Miria as well has had a strong move. So we're seeing some of the gaming industry come back. We're seeing the gaming NFTs come back. And anything NFT related, Super Farm has also come back. We've seen a lot of stuff with Bits Crunch, which is coming out. And so I'm watching that ecosystem because I think gaming is definitely going to push us forward. For sure, it's going to be one of the reasons why we get there. RLC's had a nice move as well. And so I'm kind of watching all the ecosystem around AI as well. Like we saw FET just go moon super hard. It could be double topped here and come back down. I just don't know if that's really a thing right yet. Ocean, I was buying really, really at amazing levels. It's done extremely well since that. And let's see how we go about that. All the AI storage coins, I think, are going to have some movement. And I did talk today about online about VET. I think this is going to have a run up. It's for sure this cycle. And anyone who's bearish on it is not really looking deep enough into what they're actually doing and how much they've actually built in this space in the bear markets of past. So we're also keeping our eyes on RSR. This is fully distributed this cycle, so I think we're gonna have a nice run up on that one as well. SNX has had a great run. Everything that's gonna be real world asset based or stocks and all this kind of stuff is gonna definitely have some movement. One of the ones that I love the most that you guys know is OSAKA. This thing just keeps going higher. It's slow, it doesn't move super fast. Let me go on the daily chart here so it shows a little bit easier what we're looking at. It's above that zone right here, and it doesn't have very much to go to get to all-time high. Remember, founders of Shiba are behind this bad boy, and it could go and have a massive, massive run. So I'm watching that. There's some other projects that I've been watching. XNOVA had kind of a not so great launch. They launched on USDT by accident. So let's go to the hourly because it looks a little bit better on that to kind of see where they're going. So they had the dump out, and now all those influencers and people that dumped are gone. So there's no more sell pressure. Retail can come in and not have to worry about people just mass dumping bags on them. And the team has money, and they have their bot and everything coming out. So I think you should keep your eyes on that one because it's super early and it's only like 2x maybe from the public sale price, which is a very bullish narrative in my opinion. So just a quick update for you guys. I just want to show you some stuff that's happening. I'm going to do more videos this week, so you'll see a lot more of the coach. I'll be giving you rundowns on some projects and talking with the market and giving you guys some levels and things that we're watching for. So keep your eyes out for that. Don't forget, guys, like, subscribe, share, tweet, retweet, all that great stuff. Give other people some of that, reassurance that we are not going to go into a full bear market all of a sudden. I've seen a lot of very bearish tweets and stuff over just a small retracement. Remember that you should not have PTSD. That's not a great idea. And also remember Equify. If you need banking and you want to make your crypto go to a bank that's actually regulated and safe, and I've been using it and I now work as the CSO there, I think you guys should check that bank out. Apply.equify.com. We'll throw that down in the description so you guys can get your bank card. I don't make any money from that. I just want you guys to have that option so you can OTC and do whatever you need so you can move your crypto around without your banks closing your accounts. So guys, have a great day. The week starting off, it's gonna be awesome. Keep your eyes on the prize. Don't get too bearish or bullish. Check the charts. Have a longer term outlook right now because we're starting the bull market and we're gonna be great and we're all gonna make it. So let's do this thing. All right, guys, have a great week. Let's see you later on. Peace out from the coach.
Fat kiddo, fat kiddo, huge fat kiddo.